Tenants occasionally contract for improvements to be constructed on the premises they have leased. Now, if the tenant fails to pay the contractor may file a mechanic's lien which entitles them to foreclose on a job site to recover the amount due and unpaid for labor and materials used. But what does this mean for the landlord? Any mechanic's lien by a contractor for non-payment initially attaches to the tenant's leasehold interest in the property. However, the mechanic's lien also attaches to the fee simple interest held by the landlord if the landlord or the landlord's property manager acquires knowledge the construction is taking place and they fail to post and record a notice of non-responsibility. And exactly what is a notice of non-responsibility? Well, quite simply, the statutory form is used by a landlord or property manager when a tenant commences construction on improvements on the leased premises, to declare the property owner is not responsible for any claim arising out of the tenant improvements being constructed on the property. A notice of non-responsibility is to be posted in a conspicuous place on the premises within 10 days after the landlord or the property manager first has knowledge of the construction, and recorded with the county recorder's office within the same 10-day period. Now, keep in mind, the landlord who becomes aware of the construction and fails to post and record the notice of non-responsibility does not become personally liable to the contractor. Rather, the contractor can only lien the landlord's interest in the real estate and foreclose on their mechanic's lien to collect for unpaid labor and materials contracted for by the tenant. In practice, this is a fairly infrequent occurrence. Generally, a settlement occurs before an actual foreclosure sale. Here, the lien is used primarily as leverage to compel the tenant to pay as agreed. Further, if the lease requires the tenant to make mandatory improvements, a mechanic's lien attaches to the landlord's interest no matter what. Even when the landlord has posted and recorded a notice of non-responsibility, the contractor may still lien the landlord's interest since the improvements are required by the landlord to be made.